All right, guys, 6 weeks out. Last video was almost a week ago to the day. It was Monday of this week. Today's Sunday, May 3rd. 6 weeks out. Tomorrow we leave for New York Pro for Mike, so he's under a week out. Peak week has started. So he's over here getting one of his final workouts in. Last one on home base. He was going to train with me, but we're just doing a little bit different stuff right now, so just totally fine. I still will look at him after this workout here. So today's an upper session. I've been doing upper lower now since January of 2025. Right after I had surgery, I decided to go to an upper lower split. I just wanted frequency to be as high as I possibly could have it. So it's actually only 4 sessions a week, but every muscle group gets hit twice. So starting the warm up here, do a single arm lat pullover, and then we'll get into pressing. This is more of just like a kind of a loosening it up movement than it is like anything else. Oh boy. So today was a high day. Today's a high day. I hit a new low yesterday, and I was like, all right, I want to dig one more day. Hit a big new low today. I actually hit my 5-week out goal at 6 weeks out, so I feel a little ahead of schedule based off of where I envisioned where I wanted to be. I don't think I honestly have a whole lot of weight left to really come off over the course of the next 6 weeks. I mean, if I lose 1.25 pounds a week from now until peak week, I think I'll be pretty much right where I need to be. Because even at this point now, every half a pound to 1 pound new low that I've been having has been pretty profound changes within my physique. I think with where I'm at 6 weeks, it's not necessarily so much about digging the scale down and I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight. I think being this lean for this long, skin will just tighten up more. More fats will just continue to slowly come down. That doesn't necessarily mean the scale is going to come down. So I'm not honestly super concerned about where I land as far as the scale goes. I know where I landed for where I was for my pro debut, and I do expect to be a bit heavier than that. Probably not a ton heavier, but a little bit. But the big goal for me was to see a pretty big improvement in condition. I was in really good shape for my pro debut, but I wanted to really bring it in crazy this time. So I'm not going to be the biggest guy. So I have to play to my strengths, which is good shape and get really fucking nasty and grainy. So that's my game. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing how flat I was this morning. I actually was pretty impressed because I wasn't super duper flat yesterday, and I was like, yeah, let's dig, let's make it hard. So this morning I was like, oh wow, okay, we really hit that big flat. So today might not be super crazy looking, but it's all right. Only 2 meals into today's high day, so I'm not expecting miracles for today's session. Honestly, most of what I do today will affect how things look and feel tomorrow. This thing's kind of broken, but it's working well enough. This return doesn't come back. Kind of like hold it with your feet. I've been really adamant on trying to keep my pressing strength as high as possible because it's usually the first thing that starts to really go when it comes to performance. And, I'm not like a crazy impressive presser, and I definitely am not like this wildly dense guy in my upper shelf. So I worked really hard to bring this area up. It's come up for sure. And, from now until the show, though, is when stuff can go flat and volume can be lost and tissue can be lost if your performance starts to go to hell in the gym. So I'm really, really trying to keep some of this stuff as heavy and strong as I can within reason. But this movement's been really good to me lately, so hopefully can keep pushing some decent loads on things. Okay. Oh. Okay. Fuck me. But it's okay. First set was 20 pounds heavier than last week, so I'll take it. Granted, that back off set was abysmal. I've been still keeping it at 3 working sets on this movement, and I'm gonna keep it there again this week, and it might start coming down. This might be the last week that we run 3 working sets here, and it might, come down to just 2. Just need to start tailoring volume back, just to make sure that endurance can stay good throughout the whole workout, because first press and I'm already kind of starting to gas. So, but again, ran several low days, hit it, basically over a 2-pound new low today. So all of this is to be expected. Still probably very flat, even when I, take my pump cover off. So, 2 meals into a high day is not enough to just bring performance all the way back. So realistically, I'll probably need today, and if not half of tomorrow, if not all of tomorrow, to maybe even eat it a second day to really come back. Because 6 weeks a little, I'm still far enough away from the show that I got to be really mindful of my performance. So things to consider. Oh, fuck. Come on. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, it was probably the last week of 3 working sets there. Granted, I'm not shooting for a lot of reps here. Like, I'm not really a believer in high rep pressing. 8 to 10 is really all I feel like is necessary. Nothing below 6. If it's below 6, then probably just better off taking, 10, 15% of the load off a little bit. But the other thing too is I can totally tell I'm a little dehydrated right now. I can just feel it, my mouth super dry. So I'm gonna actually go get some electrolytes and start sipping on that throughout the workout and see if I can get some minerals in the mix. Because usually, even just walking around my house, I'm usually vascular as hell, and I can tell I'm just not there. So even with the food today, throw some extra minerals in and see if I can make sure that the performance stays up for the rest of the workout. It's the little things in prep that make you excited. Like an unprovoked PR poop. Shit myself. I was driving home from breakfast and I was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So I swung into a Starbucks parking lot, went inside, and very quickly went into the bathroom. Don't worry, I still ordered a coffee just to pay for my mistakes. But yeah, so I took my orals out a week ago because I was just having some just irritated, stomach, issues with bloating and inflammation. Like it was just not good. So I figured the smart thing to do would be to take out the things that could be causing irritation, get on a full regimen of gut health supplementation and start really taking better care of it. Because it had been so great all prep. And then I also changed up things with the diet and whatnot as well to, again, try and keep everything in a good place. So I just opted to put the orals back in today, being that we are 6 weeks out. So that was a unique experiment that I ran, but it worked nicely and my physique did not regress. And I was able to get my stomach to calm down quite a bit. So my hope is to just, if I can even see some small improvements continuously, I'll be very pleased. Pretty much the day after a rest day for Mike, for the last little bit, I've been telling him to pull cardio, pull fat burners, and to throw some extra carbs on top of his training day diet. So just been kind of this little cat and mouse game now for the last couple weeks, just to keep his weight in a good place. Okay. Oh, fuck. Should have put on my fucking straps. It's okay. I'll do it now. Fuck it. We'll do it live. There's still not anything to write home about. The best high days are when, like, you get those first couple meals in, you can feel the food just like coursing through your veins. That was about 2 weeks ago for me. At 8 weeks out, I looked pretty nuts post high day or post workout on a high day. But I definitely was not nearly as dehydrated. I'm waking up throughout the night just like, I think last night I woke up 4 times to pee, and they're just like minute long pees, just like standing there like, holy shit, like when is this pee gonna end? But I mean, anybody who's done this and prepped, you know, as your hunger goes up, you tend to drink a little bit more fluids, right? Because you're trying to fill your stomach with something, right? And when you're hungry, a lot of times that creates this sensation of being also a little bit more thirsty. So nonetheless, water consumption usually gets actually a little bit better. So it's like, well, eventually it's got to come out. When you don't have as much body fat, it's not as much for the water to get stuck to. So you're not holding on to it, and you're just flushing. The person in here that's allowed to make noise when they train is me. Just kidding. Okay.
Get there.
Okay. Fuck. 3 sets here, so we'll go 1 more set here. And then after this, will be pretty much everything will just be 1 or 2 sets. This is like my main movement for lats. So hitting 3 sets here. I will do other lat movements and unilateral stuff too, but this is kind of like the main one for today. Okay. Whew.
Go, Justin, come on.
Okay. Okay. So press number 2 here. Probably do a shoulder press after this, like a completely upright. I'll get a little clavicular pec there, and obviously anterior delt. So pretty much just on the upper days, it's like mostly back and forth between antagonistic muscle groups, like push, pull, and then side laterals and rear delts are kind of like an at the end accessory essentially. But nonetheless, like everything still gets hit again twice every single week. So there's plenty of opportunities for stimulation. It's actually always kind of amazing like how once you get to a certain point, 1 week to the next can be like a drastic difference in how you feel, you know? Because when we filmed on Monday, by the end of the workout, yeah, I was dragging ass, but man, I felt good. Granted, that was coming off of a high day on that Sunday, so I should feel pretty solid that day. But now, like, say, oh, you know, a week later, it's like, whoa, okay, it kind of hits you, you know, like a wave. But again, this is the hard part, you know what I mean? From 6 weeks out to 2 weeks out is where, in my opinion, like, you know, the men separate themselves from the boys. because this next 4 weeks is going to be the majority of the remainder of fat loss time. From 2 weeks out until the show, I mean, in a perfect world, I shouldn't have to do a whole lot of fat loss beyond 2 weeks out, as long as everything goes the way that it's supposed to. You know, that's not to say that if you have to keep pushing for fat loss up until 1 week out, that you did something wrong. As long as you get it off in time, that's kind of really more or less what matters. But perfect world, around 2 weeks out to 10 days out, fat loss is done. Now you can start resting, adding a little bit of food, maybe a touch of fats, a touch of carbs, kind of almost bring your calories to maintenance, and you just monitor the look. If the look's not getting worse, but you're sleeping better, rest is, you know what I mean, everything's just better, and even performance in the gym might come up a touch, or like, you know, might just have a little bit more endurance. You're sitting pretty in a good spot. And that's also how you can hopefully like volumize tissue again. So if you've been flat, pushing hard, that last little bit, you can kind of eat your way into the show, almost like reverse dieting into the show. That's pretty much where my guys for New York are. Unfortunately, kind of minus Mike to an extent. I mean, his fat burners have come down, his cardio has come down. So, but I can't feed him a ton because I have to keep his weight stable. Whereas Tonio on autopilot, Matt Norman this morning was 5.5 pounds under his cap at a new low. So he's done. He doesn't need to really worry about making weight. He'll make weight just fine. But Mike woke up today just over the cap, which is the lowest that we've been. So those three guys are all on a similar trajectory, but not exactly the same. Okay, here we go. Okay. Come on, Justin. Finish. Good, come on. Oh, fuck, my hand almost slipped off of it. All right, that's good here. Okay. Undershot the weight the first set. Got a good bit of reps, so I kept the weight the same here for the second set. Last set here, and we'll finish up our pressing right now after this. Just probably one set.
Let's go. There you go. Another one.
Okay. Bring this one more back a little bit. Kind of nice. You can kind of turn this almost into like a high incline. I really like this piece. like a lot of shoulder presses hurt my shoulder, like back in the back part, like the rotator cuff. And then I just can't really do much with it. Like I can do rep work and stuff, but I hit a certain weight and I just like can't do it. So but with this kind of staying in front of me as opposed to being like behind me, you know, because I can lean the seat back a little bit, it just takes a lot of pressure off my capsule. And you get some good clavicular pec in there. It's good to go. Whew. So this is the part of the workout where running on fumes, fuel's low, but we're getting close to the end. Just gotta push through it. This will be one of the last like really hard movements because it's a press. So you can kind of will yourself through most of the rowing stuff, but so we'll have this. We'll do a bilateral row. Then we'll do a rear delt superset with side laterals. Any different form of side laterals. I mean, dumbbells, machines, cables, doesn't really matter. Like just get from here to here. And then sometimes I put flies in on this day, sometimes I don't. Just depends on where I'm at. I did flies on Wednesday, so it's not like I necessarily have to today because I did do 3 presses today. So I got a good bit of work up here. So as I'm explaining that, I probably will forego the flies today. Okay. Not wasting any, no wasted reps here. Need some Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler motivation right now. I've been listening to the same YouTube montage rivalry video of Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler since 2019. I just put it on, plays in the background. It's the same 2 videos. They're both about 8 minutes apiece. I'll listen to each one a couple of times throughout the workout. When I'm training by myself, when I'm with Mike, I only throw the headphones on for a set or 2. Kind of a drop set here. Fuck. Oh. All right. Upper shelf torched.
Come on, Justin.
Okay. Oh.
I know you're waiting. eyes. I will try and show you. I know you think I am the devil in this. I know you're thinking that you don't deserve this. Look in my eyes. I will try and show you. What did you want me to be when I see you falling? How did you want me to see your life and your lying? How did you want me to feel when I see you trying? Trying so hard to fit into the world you are buying. I know you're thinking that you should have been there. I know you're thinking that no one cares. Just look in my eyes. I will try and show you. I know you think I should be saying sorry. You are the person I thought you'd be. Just look in my eyes. I will try and show you. What did you want me to be when I see you falling?
All right, guys, that wraps it up. 6 weeks out from today. Like I said, Sunday, March 3rd. Filling up today, doing a high day. Pushed it through. Try to keep training intensity as high as I possibly can for as long as I can. Keep strength as high as I can for as long as I can. Making some changes to the protocols and whatnot in the next couple of weeks, but honestly, I haven't had to change much with the diet and everything still. It's still working really well. Like I said, I mean, today hit, a big new low again. That's been multiple new lows a couple times a week now for the last couple of weeks. So tomorrow we go to New York. Next video will probably be when we come back, and hopefully we'll come back with a 212 New York Pro Championship win and an open New York Pro win with Tonio and Mike. Hoping for a first call out with Matt Norman and just climb the ranks and see how much, who we can chip off, because there's a lot of Olympians in that lineup, but I feel very confident in the look that he's bringing. Career best for him, absolutely. All three of them, career best. Noticeably bigger, all three of them too. A ton of muscle was put on since last year. Tonio's 12 pounds heavier than he was at the Olympia. Mike is over 10 pounds heavier than he was at Toronto Pro and at South Florida Pro last year. And Matt is at least 6 pounds heavier than he was last year. And we've far surpassed the conditioning from last year too. So everything's been going well with those guys. So I'm super excited. So just kind of keeping things, as up to date as I can with my own stuff, but then also with the athletes, because quite frankly, people know me as the coach. I'm a coach first, athlete second. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.